My beautiful girls, welcome in. I am so happy to be with you today. We have a very juicy topic. We're going to be talking about life force energy and its connection to your intuition. There is a question that came from one of my dear students in the courses, and she asked, what is the difference and what is the connection between our life force energy to our body's intuition? And I could not wait to answer this. I told her, girl, we're going to bring this to YouTube. That's how important this topic is. Beginning with, what is our life force energy? What does this mean? This term is all around the internet today, but what actually is your life force energy? Your life force energy is simply your greatest powerful tool that fuels your body. It fuels your desires, it fuels your decisions, it fuels your energetic being, your energetic presence. So you can think of it as this beautiful bundle of sunlight. So think about this glowing ball. And think about this ball sitting in your womb space. Think about how bright it shines, how warm it feels, how it electrifies your body. When your life force energy is turned on and it is flowing, every cell, every part of your being gets lit up with this high vibrational energy. It fuels your smile, it brightens up your eyes, the way that you speak changes, the decisions that you make change. It is all coming from this life force energy. It can either be turned off or it can be turned on. When your life force energy is connected and you can feel it, your body will feel warm, it will feel a bit tingly, and it will feel like you're in a mode of pleasure. It will feel like everything is easy, like it feels good. You know those days where everything is just working out and you feel so beautiful, you feel like you can do anything, you feel like you are so sweet and so kind to people, like it just comes naturally to you. That is because your body has reached a very high vibrational state. That state comes from this life force energy being turned on. There's a few things that can turn off our life force energy and can wound it. We will get into that and how to reverse it, of course. But then what is our intuition? What is the difference? Your intuition is simply your knowing. It is your inner knowing. It is your gift as a woman. And it is never wrong. Your intuition, it is that inner knowing that doesn't have the logic attached. It's simply from your body before your body has moved up to your head. You know when you get a feeling, it's like a very slight whisper. And it doesn't often make sense. We try to rationalize it. We'll bring it to the head and we'll say, well, this, and this. That blocks the intuition and it turns it into an idea. We're going to keep it just as the intuition and keep it connected to the life force energy. So that is what life force energy is. That is what intuition is. Your life force energy, it doesn't matter if you cannot feel it in your body. You can learn, you can heal it. You can learn how to switch it on. You can learn how to connect to it deeper. And we're going to be doing that in this video. When your life force energy is flowing, meaning you just feel turned on, you feel good, you feel alive, you feel energized in your body, what happens is you are turning up the light and you are able to see your intuition. So think of it as turning on a light bulb. When you turn on that light bulb, suddenly there's clarity. You can see what's in the room, you can see your surroundings. Well, when you turn on that life force energy, now you can hear your intuition. Now you can see it so clearly. Why is this? It is because your intuition comes from your body, not your head. So when you are connected to your body, you can feel and you can hear what it's saying. And you can recognize when something is truly from your body and when it's not. You also recognize what it feels like to be in such a high vibrational good state that anything that throws that off, your body is going to go, there's something here. That is when your intuition usually lights up and says, this is not for us, or yes, this is for us, let's go. So think about if you've ever had that feeling with a partner or with a friend where you just know that something is off. The good news is your life force energy was on. You were so deeply connected to your body that you were able to say, something doesn't feel that it's right. I know what it's like to feel right. I know what it's like to feel stable in my body and in this pleasure. Something is throwing that off. That is your body lighting up. It is a natural gift. It is such a gift to be a woman because our intuition is so strong. It is so powerful. When we dim that and we say, no, that doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't feel right. It is not supposed to feel right. It is supposed to feel like it's coming from your body. That is your intuition. Something about this too is when your life force energy is turned on and it's flowing. So when your life force energy is on, that bundle of sun, of glowing light is lit up. It is tingling and it is vibrating all throughout your body. So it fills you from the scalp all the way down to the toes. So think about this light and this feeling of glow is just moving down to your body. So this is giving your body a higher vibrational state. I used to be one of those people who did not believe in vibrational frequencies, energetic frequencies. Every living being does have a frequency. Even plants have frequencies. If you look under a microscope, you can see different molecules moving. So when your life force energy is turned on, that glowing ball is just shining so brightly, your body has a higher vibrational state. This is why you can experiment with this. Learn to connect to your life force energy, feel so good in your body, and then go and walk down a street. Just go and walk down any street and look at the heads that you turn. It's not about gaining attraction, but it's about recognizing that your high vibrational state is a magnet. You are magnetic when you are in a high vibrational state. Turning on your life force energy does this. So when you can activate these vibrations, what begins to happen is the vibrations get louder and louder. So when your body is screaming, yes, this aligns, this is a desire, this is right, you can recognize that. That is how women are able to start their dream businesses. This is how my dream business, coming to YouTube, sharing about feminine energy and inner work, started. It is because I was learning to play with my life force energy, learning how to feel so good in my body, that I was vibrating at this level that I was able to say yes. The vibrations became so loud when something else was a match. So let's say that you are dating right now. Let's say that you are on the hunt to find your dream man, your dream husband, and let's say that a man comes along and you're just not sure, maybe he's going to be your dream man, maybe he's not. Then you go on another date with someone else, and this man just feels like everything. He checks every box on your list. He feels so good to be around, and your body's just screaming yes. Well, what has happened is you have done inner work, which has raised you to a vibrational state of being super high. When this man comes along, and let's use man number one, that was not the match, he's not going to be the vibrational match for your dream self, which you've already activated by turning on your life force energy. So it's not going to feel like a match, which is why your body doesn't know if he is a man or not. There's this tug of vibrations, and it always feels like confusion in the body. That is how you know that something is not aligned. The second man, when he comes along and your body gets more excited, you're excited because it's a vibrational match. You can feel the vibrations coming off of him. It's not so much him, it's that it's a match for your desire. When you're up here, your body can recognize all the other high vibrational desires at its level. You pull it to you very easily, and it just feels like, yes, this feels so right. Dream relationships, dream business, anything. Dream outfit. Let's say you're shopping and you just find, yes, this is it. It is because you know how to recognize vibrations that match the state that you are in. So being in a mode of pleasure is the best thing that you could ever do for your body, because you're going to recognize when things are actually a match for you. Okay, moving on to the next point. When life force energy is shamed, this is the one part that can damage the intuition. It is when the life force energy is damaged, because the two are connected. What I typically see in my clients is their feminine energy was shamed some point when they were growing up, usually by a parent. This can look like, this actually happened to me, doing my hair in the mirror, having a parent say, you're always in front of the mirror, always caring about your hair. Things like that can damage you, because your body feels shame and goes, well, maybe I shouldn't care for myself. Your life force energy gets so dimmed, that light bulb, it's like it burns out. Because something that was making you feel good, your body's being told wrong. You get to reverse that now that you are doing inner work. So think about right now any point that you are shamed. Maybe this is a good journaling prompt later. What was I shamed for growing up? And where can I turn this life force energy back on? That shame does not belong to you. Any person that is shaming you is already at a lower vibration. Because when you are here, your body's feeling juicy and good and alive. You don't have time to shame anyone. Shame is not even in your vocabulary. It's not even in your consciousness. So understand that whoever shamed you is down here. You deserve to get back up here. If you are still living with your life force energy turned off because you feel the shame from someone else, that vibrational state, you are allowing them to keep you here. It is your choice. That is the harsh truth. That was the harsh truth for me. So that old version, that past experience that doesn't even exist anymore, I am cutting that free, and I get to connect back to my life force energy. I'm not available to hold shame in my body anymore. It cannot exist when you're at a high vibration. So you've got to let the shame go. A few ways that you can do that is I always talk about emotional release activities. These are wonderful. Screaming into the pillow, going for runs, really thinking about that experience, letting it replay in your head. And as you push out the energy through screaming or through running, push out that shame with you. We are not here for it anymore. So that's number one. Number two, learn how to heal. Learn how to heal by enjoy being a woman. Just enjoy it. That is going to turn your life force energy back on. So number one, enjoy pleasure. Enjoy pleasure. What this looks like, it can be cooking a meal and taking a bite, enjoying how that tastes in your mouth, enjoying how it feels going down your throat. Enjoy when you're combing and brushing your hair. I don't brush my hair unless it's wet. Curly haired girls know. Enjoy putting on that outfit. Enjoy putting lotion on. Enjoy just being a woman. What a gift it is to be a woman. It is every day. I'm like, God, thank you for making me a woman. Enjoy when you touch the grass with your feet. Learn to enjoy pleasure. That is going to turn your life force energy on so strong. And guess what it's also going to turn on? Your intuition. Learn to receive compliments. Learn to receive gifts. Learn to allow yourself to feel good. It is safe to feel good in my body. That is your affirmation. It is safe to feel good in my body. Number two, with enjoying being a woman and healing any shame to the life force energy, is having a range of emotion. Anger and rage are so shamed as women. And that is one of the deepest parts of our soul. You are allowed to feel angry. You don't always have to be happy all the time. That is such beautiful light feminine energy, but enjoy the rage. You cannot get true light feminine energy until you release the rage. Release the rage, release the anger. It is okay to be angry. Feminine energy where it's always put together and happy and calm, that's not true feminine energy. It's wounded feminine energy because the shadow is not being embraced. We all have a shadow, and you cannot access divine feminine energy until the shadow is embraced. So allow the anger and the rage. It is so funny to me when I'm working with my clients and they tell me about a car that was annoying or a coworker that was annoying. They're like, I'm just so mad at myself, Alexis. I think if you were in this situation that you would have handled it so perfectly. I'm like, nope, I would have been so angry. That is a reality. I am a woman. I love my rage. I also love my calmness. I love my peace. I love my joy. Another side of this is loving pleasure. This is such a gift that we have from God, is to enjoy feeling good. Enjoy all of the ranges of emotions. That is your natural gift as being a woman. Number three, have specific desires. What it comes down to is when your life force energy is on, that glowing ball is lit up, you can see certain things. And what I mean by this is you see things as ideas. For example, you might feel all of a sudden, it would be so fun to start a loungewear line. This came to me a couple years ago and it changed my life. It's so much fun. It might be fun to travel to this city. It might be fun to quit my job and start my own business. Those desires that you have, they start off as seeming delusional, but it's only delusional until it's done, as we say here in this community. So listen to those desires, write them out, put them on a vision board, because that is your body speaking to you, and it's not supposed to make sense. Always remember that. You will look back, I promise you will look back years later and say, oh, that's why I had that desire. I just see that as my body speaking to me. I had this desire to move to Dubai. I had this desire for so long. I would always see pictures of it. I would always hear it and just get so excited. Then when I came to visit, I fell in love with the city and had to move here. And I've been living here for about a month now. So sometimes the whispers that you get of Dubai, they won't make sense. They're not supposed to. But your steps of doing inner work and continuing to listen to your body and follow your intuition, later they will make sense. A whole new side of my identity has been unlocked here with freedom, confidence. I feel so connected to my body. I feel a whole different mode of pleasure being here in Dubai. I feel so free and authentic to be myself. The city has really activated me. The culture here and just seeing how other people show up so authentically has allowed me to do the same at an even greater level. So my intuition was saying there's something here that you need for your inner work, and it came through as a desire. That is how they work together. Sometimes the intuition can be shamed, and this is another part of it. So I have a story that I want to share. Yes, okay. I'm just in between calls right now, but I had to do this video. I was just making sure that I had the time. So I have this story of when my intuition was shamed, and it brought me so much clarity. And I'm ready to share it on YouTube now. So it's a bit of a longer story. I'm going to make it short. When I was 17, I went to the doctor. I've always had digestive issues. I was never able to go to the bathroom. You know, I've always told you on these videos. So I finally went to the doctor. I went to the doctor because my skin, I had so much acne. My skin was always breaking out, and I was extremely self-conscious. For years I was struggling with it, and I tried everything. Like, if you know, you know. You try everything when you have acne. So I had it really, really strong all over my face, and I finally went to the doctor. But before I had gone to the doctor, I started feeling like I should look into the internal issue. I started thinking, why is my skin being inflamed? There's got to be something going on with my body. This is when I discovered the gut connection to the body. I didn't know about gut health. I didn't know how miraculous and how important the gut is. And I started doing research, and I realized I probably had an issue with my gut because all growing up, I was never able to use the bathroom. I would always have digestive issues. The reason for that is because I have something called a tortuous colon, which I figured out later, which is when my colon is too long for the body. So it wraps around like this instead of like this, how it's supposed to be. So I just always have that. So I didn't know that all of this toxicity and all of this waste in my body was being built up and built up and built up because my colon could not digest it properly. So what happened is I just felt not myself. I felt tired, and I felt sad, and I felt anxious sometimes, and also my skin was super inflamed. So I started doing all this research, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's not a cream that I need, it's a gut detox that I need. And I found out that there was something called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, also known as SIBO, which is when your small intestine becomes so full of bacteria because your colon was never able to digest waste properly. So I'm on all of these internet forums, I'm reading books, I'm doing the research, I'm like, it's my gut. I just knew it, I knew it. My intuition was screaming, yes. So I go to the doctor at 17. And I asked, this is just a regular doctor, I asked the doctor, I said, can you please check me for SIBO, the small intestinal bacterial overgrowth? What happens next, I will never forget, because I've never felt more shamed in my life. She turns to me and says, stop self-diagnosing yourself. Do not come in here doing that to my office. And I felt so embarrassed, so shameful. And I was with a parent at the time who also shamed me, who yelled at me in the car saying, don't self-diagnose, what were you thinking going in there and saying that? And I remember going to my mom later and just feeling so emotional, like, this is what happened, Mom, I feel so shamed. Well, that moment, my intuition got shut down completely. Have you ever had a moment where you felt that your intuition was shut down? Your body carries that memory, and it stores it until you release it. So years later, I'm doing my inner work, right? You know I've been doing my inner work. And I go back to this again. I'm like, there is something going on in my body. I do a lot of healing, a lot of detoxing, and fast forward to now, I'm 24 years old. A couple weeks ago, I go to get a colon hydrotherapy session, which is where they push warm water to your colon and everything gets flushed out. I've been doing this the past couple years and I feel amazing. I feel so much healthier, like my gut health is a lot better. So I'm going to get my first colonic here in Dubai. And I'm a little bit nervous. For this one, you have to get a consultation before you do it. Honestly, I'm annoyed. I'm like, I already get colonics. Why do I have to get a consultation? I go to the doctor, and it is a holistic doctor, which they are amazing. I go in and I'm telling her, yeah, I've just always had these digestive issues, but colonics help, and then I'm good. She goes, why do you still have to get colonics every month? And I'm like, oh my gosh. She goes, we're going to get to the root issue of this. What they end up doing is a full screening of my body. So they do a chakra test, which at the time I was like, I don't know. I do believe in energy centers, but chakras I've honestly never explored. They do a blood test and a urine test. So I come back the next day and I meet with an Ayurvedic doctor. Please excuse me if I'm mispronouncing these. And then also a homeopathic doctor and a naturopathic doctor, I believe. So they sit down with me. They're like, Alexis, there is something going on in your body. Don't worry. It is reversible and we are going to heal you. I was like, what? You know, on this channel, we always talk about holistic health and healing. So I'm like, what? I thought I was healthy. I literally take 20 vitamins a day. No, I don't, but they said, we looked at your body and you do have a toxic colon. You have a toxic intestine. And they said, you have been very healthy the last couple of years, but everything has been a Band-Aid on top of the root issues that were never fixed when you were a teenager. And so also let me back up. So the day that we did the screening and everything, they said, what else do you think might be going on with your body? I told them, I don't know, something with my colon. And then, you know what came to my mind is just liver. Liver it came out of my mouth. I said, let's check my liver. There's something wrong with my liver. I don't know where this came from. It was my intuition. Being in Dubai, my life force energy has turned on so much more. I feel so deeply connected to my body, and I have other videos that kind of go into this. My vlog, Day in Dubai, goes into this. But because my life force energy was turned on, my intuition has been screaming to me in different ways. And something that it said was liver. There's something wrong with my liver. So I told the naturopathic doctor, my liver. She goes, why do you think your liver? I said, I just have a feeling. When I meet with the doctors, they say, because your intestine has become toxic, it has leaked into your liver and your pancreas becoming toxic. I sat back in the chair, and honestly, the first thing that came to me was anger. So much anger, because the 17-year-old version of me, her intuition was screaming, there is something wrong with your colon. There is something wrong with your small intestine. And she was right. What happened is, because my intuition was shamed at 17, all the other times that my intuition was lighting up and saying, yes, no, I quieted it. How many times do we do this as a woman? You get to reverse this starting today. I felt so much peace and so much, like I just felt like I was seen and truly heard when this doctor goes, you think there's something wrong with your liver? We'll take a look. Turns out it has become a bit toxic. Now, this has also, they said that it is leading to a predisposition for so many other things, which I'll get into in another video. But long story short, I am doing a detox right now. I am doing treatments such as colonics and acupuncture, lymphatic drainage massages with these holistic doctors who are healing and restoring my body. I am so grateful for them. They say I'm okay with health, but there's just things that I need to clean out even more from when I was younger. So I wasn't sure if I was going to share that, but I feel like I'm ready to now. And yes, I'm so grateful, and I'm so much more deeper connected to my intuition. I was journaling about it and trying to rationalize, how did I know that there was something wrong with my liver? How in the world did my intuition know that? It will feel supernatural. And here's the thing, don't rationalize it. Don't rationalize it, because then your intuition feels like it's being questioned. And it will go, maybe we're being judged. And the judge is your logic. It is your mind trying to make sense of it. It's not going to make sense. It's not supposed to. That is the beautiful part. Think about being a woman. The way that our mind works, it's all over. That's how it's supposed to be. So your intuition is always right. It is so accurate. So your intuition, the more that your life force energy is strengthened, I've been so deep in a mode of feeling good and just connecting deeper to my body. Now my intuition has just grown and it's become scary, like the things that it reveals. But I trust my body like nothing else. My body and my intuition comes first before someone will ever tell me, or before something else that someone will ever tell me. So I know that that was a long story, but it's so important related to this topic, and I want you to know that if you were ever shamed, release the shame. And please do not live by that anymore. It is not a part of your reality. It is a part of the past. So when your intuition is shamed, your life force energy can also feel shamed. When you feel like what your body is screaming to you is turned off, then when pleasure and feeling good, when you crave that feeling, it will also feel turned off because the inner knowing of your body has been wounded in a way. How you heal that is go, nope, my body is always right. I trust my body, I love it, and I honor it. Okay, the next part of this, I've got a few minutes before my meeting, so I'm gonna make this quick. Have a rest day where you let your intuition guide you. This is so fun to do. So if you feel, Alexis, I don't know how to listen to my intuition, don't worry. Here's what you're gonna do. Have a day where you don't have work, where you don't have a lot of things on your plate, and play around this day. Playing around will just turn your life force energy on, number one, but also let your intuition speak. Learn to hear that beautiful voice that she has. For example, you wake up in the morning, ask your body, what would feel so good to do today? And just let the answer come. You go into the kitchen, body, what are we craving to eat for breakfast? What would feel so good? Maybe you might find yourself slipping, well, I should count my calories, and this last 2 days I've been eating unhealthy, maybe I shouldn't make those chocolate chip pancakes. Your intuition knows best, not the head. Let your intuition guide you. Let your body lead you to make those decisions. It is going to change your life. Imagine your body becomes so familiar with what is yes and what is no and what is delicious and what is a turn off. Imagine bringing that energy to your dating life, to your friendships, to your business. I am able to make decisions like this for my business because my intuition has been so strengthened through inner work. When I first hired my retreat planner to plan the retreats, I hired her, I think 3 months before we did the retreat. She's like, girl, I need 6 months to plan retreats. Usually it takes my people 6 months. I said, I know exactly what I want to do. I know the message that I want to share. I know the style. I know the energy that I want to create. And I know exactly the vision that I have for this retreat. And I announced it. The girls signed up for Hawaii. It was sold out within like 2 weeks. My retreat planner goes, I have never seen this in my life. It takes my clients months to sell their retreats. How did you do this? I said, I follow my body. When it says make a decision, I do it. I had never hosted a retreat in my life, but it said, let's gather on the beautiful island of Hawaii and do a retreat. And we did it, and it was so wonderful. It felt magical. Right now I'm getting ready to do the Dubai retreat next week. I'm so excited to welcome you ladies to Dubai. And we have another retreat coming up, which is in Greece. And I'm so excited. I'm pre-recording this video, which is why the Dubai retreat has already happened. I don't know if Greece has sold out or not, but if you're watching this and you want to come to our Greece retreat, it's happening in August. All of the info is on thefeminineglow.com. We are going to Mykonos, Greece, ladies, and doing such a deep inner work activation, 3 days of sisterhood and bonding and just juicy feminine energy, new layers of feminine energy that I've never taught before. So if it's not sold out, you are so welcome to join. I would love to have you. Back to this real quick. So especially if you are a business owner, your intuition and your life force energy, as you girls know that are in my business courses, these guide you. Your life force energy, your sensual energy, when you are in that mode of pleasure, things become clearer. You can see, you can hear, and you can direct your body way more clearly. You will start to get ideas that don't make sense for your business. And those become the most profitable, the most exciting, the most wonderful business ideas. It is when you are playing that you attract everything to you. The first time I had my 6-figure month, I felt like I was just playing around. And then the money came and it was just the bonus. It was just the cherry on top. So your life force energy is so magnetizing and you have the power to switch it on or off. The next point here is that following your intuition and healing the mother and father wounds is so important. What I started studying and observing, the way I've done inner work is basically just observing the way that my body shows up. My intuition was always very strong with women. And people would tell me this, Alexis, how did you know this? Or for example, I knew when a woman and I should not be friends. I knew to set that boundary and say the energy is not a match. All growing up, I think since I was a toddler, I was probably doing this. I had a very great relationship, still have a very great relationship with my mom. I'm very grateful to have a wonderful mom. Because of that, my relationships with other women have typically been very, very strong. My intuition has been able to guide me very well on which women to surround myself with. I knew immediately when something was off with the women. I knew immediately if she didn't have my best interest in mind. I didn't know how to describe it. My body was just telling me, nope, we are not a match. However, it was not this way with men. And I had a huge father wound. That was a part of my inner work journey. So with men, you girls know my story if you're in, especially in the Seductively Savage course. With men, especially in college, I felt so disconnected from my body, and the men that I attracted, not even men, let's say boys, because let's be honest, it was very different than the men that I attract now. Very different than the relationship to masculine energy that I'm available for now. And so I attracted a lot of wounded masculine energy men. I attracted a lot of heartbreak and just experiences where I felt not respected, not honored, and not treated with love. And it mirrored back the relationship that I had with masculine energy growing up. And so because of this, my intuition, it was so fuzzy. It felt like I was trying to walk in a room where the light was so dim. And I would run into all these boys that I was not supposed to be with. And so I had to heal that relationship with masculine energy. And guess what happened? That light bulb turned on so bright that I could see clearly, you are not a match for me. You are a match for me. So the masculine energy that I became available for changed completely because the light bulb was on and I could see the boys separated from the men, the healthy masculine energy men. I could sense, for example, when a man looks at me in his eyes, I can tell from my intuition if he has integrity, if he is a good man, if we would be a good match. My body screams yes now, where before it would scream yes, no, we don't really know. I didn't mean to rhyme, that just happened. And so your intuition might be dimmed, it might be so dark in your body trying to feel yes, no, where do I go? Because you have a mother or father wound to heal. I talk about this in the Master Your Feminine Energy course. There's also so much content online about healing the mother and father wound. That is a very important aspect of healing your intuition and your life force energy. To feel safe in your body, to feel okay being in a mode of pleasure, you have to feel, number one, free in your feminine energy to do it, but also safe and supported by your masculine energy to be in that mode of feeling good and moving in the way that you like, speaking in the way that you like. Okay, the last part here, relax the body. Are you tight right now? Are you constricted in any way? Your shoulders, your legs, your stomach, your throat. Do you have any tightness in your body? Learn to relax the body. If your body is tight, that light bulb, all of the energy is being drained out and you cannot hear your intuition. Your intuition can't breathe. It's saying, please, I just need to relax. Loosen your body. Learn to feel so good in your body as a woman. This starts with just recognizing where your body is tight and releasing it. Feeling loose, feeling good. When I do this, I find that I wear clothes that are way less tight. This happened pretty recently, like in the last 2 years. My wardrobe changed completely. I started wearing so many like flowy dresses and skirts, even the skirt right now. I want to see if I can show you girls. It feels so cute and cozy. So things like this, where you can just flow and feel so good in your body, that is going to be a natural result of your intuition turning on. So learn to turn on your intuition by just relaxing your body. Also what this does is when your body is relaxed, that bundle of light like we talked about that sits right here, it feels so comfortable, glowing brighter and feeling good. There's no more tightness, and now that bundle of energy can move up your body. It can move up your stomach, to your chest, to your throat, to your face, to your head, and it's turning your body on with this high vibrational energy. So loosening up your body is one way. Also, what would life look like if you were choosing this reality? Let's say that you are going through a problem where you feel like at work you have annoying coworkers. What would life look like? What would it feel like if you were choosing that reality? If somehow your subconscious knew that you needed those annoying coworkers as part of your inner work journey? What if you stubbed your toe and it hurt so bad, but you chose that? What if everything that you cannot stand, that you are so frustrated by, You looked at it as, I am choosing this. What's going to happen is your body is going to feel so much release of control. That is the greatest sense of control, is by releasing it. Because when you release control and you go, yes, this hurt when I stubbed my toe, but I chose this. You are tricking the mind to enjoy everything that happens and to feel like you are actually in control. When you feel like you are in control, your body lights up and that turn on gets stronger. Because now you are free, now you are safe to make decisions. And when your body feels like it's in control, that's when it can release it the best. When you can release that control, you've activated pleasure, you've activated play. Think about, I try to be careful what I say, this is why we have the courses. Think about when you release control with just, let me think about this. Okay, let's say with food. Let's say that you release control with taking a bite and feeling it, how good it tastes, how yummy, the seasonings. When you release control and you're just allowing your body to soak up that pleasure, how good that feels, as opposed to eating it really fast and trying to control every bite. So allow your body to just release any tightness, release it. If you feel more tightness, release it. And do this constantly throughout the day. Another very important note, never wait for your desires. Never wait. It will feel like a nudge to do something that is coming from your intuition. You can tell if it's actually a desire that's aligned to your body, because when your life force energy is turned on and you feel the nudge to do something, that is a sign that 100% yes, it is aligned. So an example of this actually happened this morning. I have been wanting to trim my own bangs for so long and I had the desire to do it for months, honestly. So I ordered a pair of scissors a couple weeks ago. They've just been sitting in my bathroom and I've been going so back and forth. Do I trim my own bangs? I've never cut my hair. I don't know. The retreat is literally next Friday. What if I mess up my hair? And this morning I had this moment where I just felt so good in my body. I felt so happy and alive, and that made me go into the bathroom, grab the scissors and go, we are cutting the hair. So you can see, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted the result. It's like this huge pile of hair. Everyone's like, let me see the result. And so here's what I did. You can kind of see my hair, it was as long as this part. I am obsessed. I love these little pieces. Honestly, I took more than I wanted at first, but we're just gonna work with it. And I feel so good now. I felt so happy all day that I allowed my body to have its desire and that now my hair feels cuter. So these small nudges, when you listen to your body, they're going to light your body up. It's going to feel so good. Never wait for your desire. I could have waited till after the retreat, but what if these bangs make me feel even more confident and more inspired when I'm with my girls and at the retreat? So things like that, always listen to your body, especially if your life force energy is turned on. If you feel alive, that's usually a sign that yes, your intuition is leading you to the right place. This is how you can activate life force energy and how it's connected to intuition. This question came from one of my dear students. I love you, girl, if you're watching this, in the Seductively Savage course. That's my course on dark feminine energy, connecting to your body, connecting to your life force energy. It's like this times 10. We go so deep in there. And so ladies, thank you so much for watching this. I love you so much. I'm so proud of all the inner work that you are doing always. The comments that you leave, the messages that you send me, they make my day. I love this community and I love having you here. I will see you in the next video. Have so much fun activating that life force energy and strengthening that intuition. Bye, ladies.